Fierce Love.
Oh,
You're involved working with Brian Freeman, who you mentioned a few moments ago.
yes.
And Brian Freeman is an actor, director, writer from here in San Francisco who has written a number of fabulous plays. One he wrote with the group of two other men called Fierce Love
Yes.
back in the early or 1990, 1991 that went on to become a really wonderful play about the black gay experience. Here it is about 20 years or so later, it's been revived here at the new Conservatory Theatre Center here in San Francisco. So we're going to talk a little bit about that play. In terms of the play, what is the play about?
I think you put it very nicely. It is about it's a look into the experience of the black gay male at a particular time in history, the early '90s, the '90s era. And I think at that particular time there was a lot going on with HIV and AIDS, and visibility for black men. You hadn't seen theater like that before. So it's really different vignettes or snapshots that it's kind of like a cabaret show that take you to different places and different experiences in the lives of many different gay black men, numerous and varied. That's one of the lines in the show.
So you get these slices of life.
Absolutely.
Of what it means to be a black gay man.
Absolutely.
How long have you been working with Brian?
Oh my, I think that we first did it as a reading at the San Francisco Public Library in 2009. And then that turned into remounting it in Dallas. And we've been kind of touring it for a nice steady tour off and on for the past 3 years. So it's amazing. We've gone to Dallas, D.C., Burlington, Vermont, Boston, L.A., and it's been really, really awesome.
Some of the scenes or vignettes that you're in, can you tell us about one or two of those and what they're about?
Okay. One scene that's really, really fun is it's called Men on Men, and it is a take on In Living Color. In Living Color had the two, David Allen Greer and Damon Wayans played men on film, and they were very, very sissified men, and in many ways very derogatory caricatures of black gay men. So we kind of flipped that, and we really have a lot of fun with it, and it's very recognizable to the audience that you know what you're doing. We get to just be over the top, and there's costumes and limp wrists, and just it's a lot of fun to play. So that's a really, really great one. Another one is an adaptation. It wasn't in the original, but it is in this one as an adaptation of James Baldwin's work Just Above My Head, and it's called For Jimmy, and it takes it back to the 1950s, and it's a really beautiful period piece about two boys in love.
How many people are involved in this production?
There are 4 people in the cast: Brian Freeman, Rashad Pridgeon, Dwayne Boutte, and myself. Brian Freeman, of course, is the original one, and we have great sound and lighting designer Alejandro. I can't remember his last name right now, but he's
Tell us
been
where
with
it's
us.
going to be.
It's going to be at the new Conservatory Theatre Center on 25 Van Ness, 3 blocks away from the Civic Center BART station. Gotta take public transportation if you need to.
Yes, it's as he mentioned, it's at the new Conservatory Theatre Center here in San Francisco. It's at 25 Van Ness, which is really, really close to Van Ness and Market Street. Really